Bacardi and Coke, right? Now, can anybody tell me what this is? Cuba Libre. That's right. See that? Bacardi and Coke, Cuba Libre. Bacardi and Coke, Cuba Libre. The most famous, most asked for, and most easiest drink to make. All it is a highball glass of crushed ice, Bacardi Gold, Coke, and lime. However, this is a registered recipe. And if you go into the hotel you're staying in, a restaurant or club, and you ask for a Bacardi and Coke, they must serve you the Bacardi Gold with Coke and lime. I tell you, especially here in Puerto Rico, not that it's bad, because it's all about business. Puerto Rico is the capital of the rums. We have 7 different types of rums here. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as a bartender that I am, you go anywhere in the island, and you ask them to serve you a rum and Coke, they'll serve you the most genetic one they have and charge you for a Bacardi and Coke. It's all about business. But if it's Bacardi by what you ask for, by law, it is Bacardi what they must serve you. It works. I'm telling you. There is a difference between rum. Yeah, Bacardi is a rum, but it's a difference, a whole lot different taste. This is the only rum that the formula has been on for 149 years, and it will still be the same formula that it uses for all the rums. That's what makes the Bacardi, above all, one of the best rums in the world as being a global. But anyway, the drink originates in the 1900s in Havana, Cuba. When I mean by origination, that was the first time that the name was given to him. Actually, the name came from a toast that was made by a soldier from the armed forces that was sitting in a cantina in Havana, Cuba, celebrating the victory of the Spanish-American War. As you saw in the movie, shortly after the Spanish-American War was when the Bacardi and Coke came into play. As they were sitting, these soldiers were sitting there celebrating the victory, hours later was when one of them raised his glass up high and made a toast. He toasted a long life to a free Cuba, larga vida a Cuba Libre. And the name of the Cuba Libre originates in the 1900s. But I can tell you until today, and it will still remain the most famous and asked for drink around the world. We have here what we call the original daiquiri. And what I mean by original is because if some of you that enjoy daiquiris see this, will say, well, that doesn't look like a daiquiri to me. It's kind of different, right? Yes? No? Yes. Can anybody tell me what's different about it? Well, that is true. They charge you $10 more for this. It's not frozen. That is correct. The daiquiris that are given to you, that you are served nowadays, is the frozen, especially came about after the 1960s, when the blenders and ice machines came into play, was when the daiquiris are now served in any flavor on the frozen style. The original daiquiri was nothing more than crushed ice, Bacardi Superior, with lime juice and sugar. What I'm here to tell you is where the name of the daiquiri comes from. The name of the daiquiri comes from a town in Cuba called Daiquiri. In 1898, which is the origination of this drink, some mining engineers went to this town called Daiquiri, which is located in the most eastern part of Santiago de Cuba, a very small town, which is the gainings, is the minerals. It is rich in minerals. In 1898, some mining engineers went to work in the Daiquiri mines. As they worked long hours, 8 to 10 hours a week, on the tunnel underground, they looked for something refreshing to have after work. So they used to go down to Santiago de Cuba because that small town Daiquiri didn't have any cantina. So they used to go down to Santiago de Cuba and have a drink every day. Experimenting, Jenning Cox was how he originated the Daiquiri. Just taking a regular glass with some crushed ice, adding an ounce and a half of Bacardi Superior. Some of us call this what you call a jigger of Bacardi Superior, with 2 ounces of lime juice freshly squeezed. 2 ounces of lime juice is nothing more than maybe 2 limes that you cut in the middle and squeeze the juice out of it, right? And then you added 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. The drink is made to be shaken. However, we had no shakers back in those days. So we used the glass the same size and shook the drink. Now keep in mind, you got to use the glass the same size, right? You know what happens if you don't. Come on, I got to get a smile out of you something. You guys are too serious. You're on vacation. But anyway, as he shook the drink, the mixture he had, he poured it in a 12-ounce glass. He placed it on the table, stated to his friends, Jenning Cox, to his friends and his co-workers that were there in the cantina enjoying this concussion. We'll call it the daiquiri to commemorate the town they went to work in the daiquiri mines. And that's the name of the daiquiri came about in 1898. But it still remains the original daiquiri as a classic also, because it has over 100 years. Okay, now,